The activity is the work part, the labor part. According to an old saying, we should work for 6 days and rest for 1. But be careful not to rest too much, or the weeds will take over your garden. Remember, those 6 days of work are when miracles can happen. This is how you turn nothing into something. You can't just speak things into existence. Some people try using positive affirmations, but that's not enough. You need to put in the effort and work to see real results. Positive thinking and affirmations can help boost your motivation and mindset, but without action, they won't lead to success. Affirmations are good, but only if you are honest. For example, if you are broke, the best thing to say is, I am broke, write it down and put it on your fridge. This can be a wake-up call. If that doesn't work, try writing, I live in America and I'm broke. If that's the case, something is clearly wrong. Or write, I went to college and I'm broke. This highlights that there is a problem. When you affirm the truth, those affirmations become useful because the truth sets you free. Acknowledging your reality can motivate you to take action and make changes. It's important to face your situation honestly so you can address the issues and work towards improving them. Now, if someone says, every day in every way I'm getting better and better, but it isn't true, make this note: affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion. It's not called 6 days of affirmation, it's called 6 days of work, 6 days of labor. But why should we embrace the work? Because work is what builds the city. Work is what conquers disease. Work is what creates an office and a career. Working on your health leads to good health. It's the work that builds relationships. The miracle of turning nothing into something comes from the work. So look forward to the work that changes nothing into something, that turns ideas and faith into reality. Wisdom and faith are useless if they aren't put into action. Embrace the work because it's what makes things happen. But when wisdom and faith are put into action, they create cities, careers, fortunes, and all the wonderful things people enjoy. The key is activity, the work. Embrace the world and do your part. I must be here to provide value to all of you by doing the work. The work of language, using words and ideas in ways that can be understood and perhaps bring enlightenment. So I must come and do the work. This is the miracle part of life. The 6 days out of 7 spent in activity that builds careers, relationships, cities, the future, and creates wealth, power, and influence. Your attitude is your motivation, and your philosophy is your education. You need both. Philosophy is your guidance system, helping you navigate whatever winds come your way in the next few years. The hard work of learning is just as challenging for you as it is for me to teach. Both require effort, but this work pays off incredibly well. The next important step is to measure progress. If you want to succeed in the game of life, you need to keep track of how you're doing. Check how your health is, how your income is growing, and how your investments are performing. If you're building a house, see how it's coming along. Keeping track of your progress is what we call the name of the game. This is how we explain it to our children. You must make measurable progress in a reasonable amount of time. It's as simple as that. You need to see progress that you can measure within a time frame that makes sense. But what is reasonable time? Asking for progress after just 5 minutes is too soon. Waiting for 5 years is too long because too many things can go wrong. Reasonable time is somewhere in between. A good rule is to check at the end of each day. Don't let a day go by without checking and measuring some things. Count, measure, and take a look at where you stand. My mama taught me the importance of good health. I've been healthy all my life thanks to her. My papa lived to be 93 and never retired. When he passed away, his paycheck was still waiting for him. Mama was wise. She used to say, an apple a day, not just once in a while, but every day. At the end of each day, I would check off if I had my apple. Mama also said to resolve any anger before the sun goes down. The old prophet said the same thing. If you're angry, try to solve it before the day ends. Don't carry it over to the next day, because by then it might be too heavy to carry. A conversation a father should have with his daughter today is essential. The magic of today could be gone if you wait until tomorrow. Today is the time to count and check progress. How are you doing? How many properties do you have now? It's been 6 months, a year, 2 years. How many properties do you have now? Counting is crucial. Success is a numbers game. Think about how many years you want your child to spend in 4th grade. About 1 year, right? 1 grade, 1 year. That's progress, 1 grade, 1 year. You need to set up your own measuring system. Don't wait for someone else to do it. Society doesn't require you to avoid a heart attack or to build a financial wall around your family. You must require these things of yourself. You must be responsible enough to measure your progress. How are you doing in building a financial wall around your family to protect them? Whether it's losing a few pounds, securing finances, or growing an office, find ways to measure your progress. Don't be fooled into thinking things are okay when they might not be. Measure, check, measure, and check, measure, and check again. This is the game to play. Don't deceive yourself. Don't be deluded into thinking, oh, it looks okay when it might not be. For example, a full bank account might not be the only sign of success. You need a comprehensive way to measure your progress to ensure everything is truly okay. You shouldn't build on sand, build on rock. This ensures a secure future. Work on your personal philosophy, which acts like a guidance system for your life. Your personal philosophy is a big subject encompassing spiritual, economic, and social beliefs. But let's focus on your personal philosophy as a guidance system. Imagine an arrow representing it. This system does two things. First, it helps you see dangers. For example, building on sand might look attractive with blue skies and fluffy clouds, but it's unstable. Your guidance system helps you recognize these hidden dangers so you can avoid them and make smarter choices. Second, your guidance system helps you find opportunities. The drama of life involves both dangers and opportunities. Learning to understand and avoid dangers while recognizing and taking advantage of opportunities is crucial. Your personal philosophy guides you to navigate these aspects of life effectively. Write this down because it's important to teach this to your children early. The guidance system must start early. When a child goes to school, they need a good guidance system to spot dangers to their health, safety, thinking, and future. This system needs to come from early training, ideas, information, and the influence of parents and teachers. Temptation is always present. This is high drama. Every day we are tempted to cross the line or run the light. Sometimes giving in to temptation can be fatal in an instant. Everyone's guidance system must be alert and working. Whether in business, facing moral or ethical questions, we all need this system. That's why the great prayer says, lead us not into temptation. We need help to manage the dangerous side of life. This is part of the great drama, the spoiler and the creator. On one side, there is evil, on the other good. There is darkness and light, illness and health, death and life, tyranny and liberty. Why do we have this drama? Because it's the only way to create a human experience. Make a note of this key idea. Opposites are in conflict and we are in the middle. That's the game of life. Understanding and navigating these conflicts is part of our journey. Whether it's in business, at home, in social settings, marriage, personal relationships, friendships, or health, it's all part of the drama of life. Now imagine picking up a book and reading this. The first chapter says, everything's fine. The second chapter also says, everything's fine. The third chapter, hey, everything is just fine. The fourth chapter, everything's fine. Would you finish the book? No, because that wouldn't be interesting. A good story starts with, the war is on. That makes you want to read the second chapter and the third chapter. This is the essence of life. We need to understand how to navigate our business, social, personal, and economic lives. Multiplying our successes by 2, 3, 5, or 10 by following simple guidelines. One of these guidelines is understanding philosophy. Think of philosophy as the set of the sail on a sailboat. Just as the sail guides the boat, your philosophy guides your life. The winds are always blowing. We face opposing winds, political winds, social winds, familiar winds, unfamiliar winds, and even storms like those in Florida. The wind is constant, but to achieve your dreams, goals for your family, financial success, and more, you don't need to curse the wind. Instead, you need to learn how to set a better sail. Sermons, song lyrics, conversations with friends, and classes like this one are all meant to help you improve your ability to set that sail. With practice, you'll become so skilled at navigating that no matter what year it is or what challenges you face, the winds will still guide you towards your destination. This is the essence of life's high drama and the game we all play. It starts with personal philosophy, and it's all about the choices you make. You can decide to change a little or a lot. You can stick with your old way of thinking or adopt a new one. When I was 25, I chose to abandon my old ways. My mentor once asked me, Mr. Rohn, you've been working for 6 years. How are you doing? I replied, not very well. He then advised, I suggest you not do that anymore. That's a pretty simple analysis. He said, couldn't we review the last 6 years and identify where your errors in judgment were? And couldn't we correct those mistakes and apply those corrections over the next 6 years? I responded, I guess we could. And that's exactly what we did. That's how I went from having just pennies to building a fortune. So whether you want to change a little or a lot, that's your choice. But if there's a class and you don't take it, a skill and you don't learn it, a discipline, and you don't try it, or an opportunity and you don't explore it, who can you blame? No one but yourself. How we feel and what we know play a major role in shaping our future. First, we need knowledge to make wise decisions about both dangers and opportunities. But second is how we feel. First, it's how you feel about the past. You need a healthy attitude about the past so that you use it wisely. Don't live in the past or carry it like a burden. Instead, let the lessons you learn from it serve as fuel to power your future. Next, you need a good attitude about the future. You have to set your goals. We look back to gain experience, but we look forward to find inspiration. We need both instruction and inspiration. There's no better inspiration than setting your goals. I started this process when I was 25, and it completely transformed my life. I had no idea it could be so simple. Here's how easy it is to decide what you want and write it all down. Make a list of the people you want to meet. List the books you want to read. Write down the classes you want to take. Note the skills you want to learn, the cities you want to visit, and the investments you want to make. Just make these lists. Here's the next key: start checking off items from your lists. Add many small things to your list so you can begin checking things off right away. That's part of the fun. When you check off something major, celebrate it. Celebrating these accomplishments will inspire you to make an even longer list of goals. Include everything on your list, even if it seems insignificant to others but is important to you. I even included a little revenge on my first list. My mentor said it was healthy. I listed the people who doubted I could succeed, the kid from the farms of Idaho. So set your goals. Decide what you want. Write it down. Start checking them off. It's powerful stuff. Next, think about how you feel about everyone. If you want to be a true leader, an exceptional entrepreneur, well respected and unique in your field, the first thing to consider is how you feel about everyone. And this is philosophical as well. You cannot succeed by yourself. So a unique sense of appreciation of everybody goes with the territory of leadership. It takes everyone working together for each of us to be successful. One person alone doesn't make an economy or a symphony orchestra. It requires the contributions of many people to make things work, whether it's in an office or any other type of enterprise. The gift of America lies in the diversity of people who have come here over the last 200 to 300 years, bringing their unique talents and skills. No other country has become such a rich collection of the world's gifts like America has. People have come from all over, bringing their knowledge of languages, learning, politics, government, medicine, healing, music, and a strong work ethic. This continuous stream of talents from around the world has made America unique and exceptional. Understanding and appreciating this gives you access to a vast market where you can make your fortune. The final important attitude to consider is how you feel about yourself. There is nothing more powerful than self-esteem, as it creates self-confidence. The greatest steps towards success come from self-confidence, which is built on self-esteem. By doing what you know you should do, you can end each day with high self-esteem, which in turn fuels your self-confidence and propels you towards success.